Welcome to this third video in the training series on mental and emotional health and becoming more peaceful and less stressed and anxious as a person. My name's Heidi DeSanto, and today I wanted to talk about your many parts, because a lot of people just see themselves as one entity. But we're actually made up of many different parts, and your job as a person is to get all of those parts working together towards common goals. But what you'll find, if you've ever tried to start a healthy eating and exercise regime, you might have found yourself that at the start of the day you're really able to consume the right foods and move the right way, and then towards the end of the day you might be sitting down and undoing all your good work, eating things that perhaps aren't aligned with the part that was out at the start of the day. And you can also see it if you look into the mirror, and when you look at yourself you say not such nice things, such as you're fat or you're ugly or you're old or whatever it is. And learning to love you exactly as you are is really important, because all we ever want as a human is to be loved unconditionally. And unfortunately, we don't get that unconditional love growing up. I spoke about this in the last video when I talked about the mask. We get conditional love and we change ourselves in order to become more acceptable to the people around us. And what happens is that means that parts of us that were once valued members of our inner community then become suppressed. And if you can think of your parts as imagine a bus. So you as a person are a bus. You can only have one driver ever at one point in time, and that's one part at a time. And at the time where you might be really focused on achieving a goal, that part's in the driver's seat. And then another part later on, this is the part that undoes the good eating and exercise work that you might have done. It's another part that just thinks, oh, you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be respected. So all of these parts are you. And your job, once you're aware that this is going on, is to start to notice the inner conflicts within you, the ways that you're mean to yourself, the way that you put yourself down, the way that you berate yourself when you get something wrong. And it's all about learning to give yourself the unconditional love and respect that you didn't get as you were growing up. And it's all about learning to allow those parts of you that have been hurt, have been wounded, and often have been traumatized to come up for healing. And if you think of that bus analogy again, a lot of the time if you've experienced something quite traumatic as a child or even as an adult, these parts get stuck. Whoever was driving at the time, the part gets stuck at the age that you are traumatized. And you as a person don't like these traumatized parts of yourself, so you lock them away, and you lock them away in the, let's say, the luggage compartment of your bus, and these parts become trapped. And it's really important to allow these parts to come up for healing, because what happens is they might be trapped. What you suppress is going to come up for healing. And so when a situation in the present day reminds you of some traumatic event that is similar to what happened in the past where that part got hurt and stuck, that part's going to come up from the basement in the bus or the luggage compartment in the bus, and it's going to come up for healing. And it's really important if you're to become whole as a person, because that's the aim of this work. If you want less anxiety, less depression, more inner peace, better relationships, it's really important. That's my little doggy. It's really, Tommy, shh. It's really important that you do the work to get those parts to come to a peaceful resolution, because you can't change what's happened to you in the past, but you can change the way you think about what's happened, so that that part can now become free, and so that that part can join your family of parts, and so that you don't have to use energy to suppress it and repress it. Anyway, I hope that this information helps, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Mwah. Bye for now.